Hello there, Leo. My name's Frankie, and I'm coming to you from spirits-healing-readings.com. And I'm a clairvoyant, clairaudient, medium, and an empath. And I've been doing readings for 27 years now. And this is going to be a reading for Leo for July of 2016. And what I've done for you here is I've pulled 4 cards for the month, and I'm going to use the bottom card for the overall for the month, and we'll pull an angel card at the end of the reading. Now, if you know your moon sign or your rising sign, I'd advise you, because this is a general reading, to look at those also, because that will give you a more clear perspective and more information. And for those of you that are interested in astrology, I looked up the astrological thing, and it's all going to be emphasized in your 12th house for the whole month of July. And what that is, like confidential stuff that's going on in your life, and charitable undertakings, your own personal limitations, your own personal problems, and it's also contacts with hospitals and invalids. Also, it can be institutions like jail, everything that goes along with that line. That was like a good one. Here we'll all be, but it's the undertone. So it's all those things that we don't project to the outside world. Now, because I'm an empath, when you hear me say I now, all of you Leos out there are now named Frankie. So Spirit was giving me a few words before I started this reading, and it made sense, because if these are all 12th house things, they were saying to me about being grateful, like gratitude, staying in a state of gratitude and expectancy, inspiration, and clarity. And the reason it makes a lot of sense to me is because of the cards that I've drawn. What the overall month is the moon card, which would sit right perfect, with 12th house issues, because the moon can mean like, well, daydreaming kind of, or not getting all of the facts or whatever, but in this case it's in reverse. So it is showing us that we are not paying attention to our internal stuff. And I believe another sign got this. I believe maybe it was Cancer, this moon in reverse. And what that's showing us is a need to nurture our soul. So we need something throughout this month that is going to be nurturing to our soul. And in order to find that, we have to step inside of ourselves, because we are, and the reason we are not giving to ourselves as much as we are giving to others. And I'm saying that because I have another card here that basically says that. And I believe these cards are going to intertwine through the month. They're not going to be week by week. And this was not the first card I pulled. It's the second, but it's the Empress card. And in this case, it's in reverse. And that shows that we have been giving too much outside to others, to other people, nurturing others versus nurturing ourselves. Because when the Empress is upright, it is, we have the capacity for like new birth, if you're going to get pregnant or whatever. With this Empress in reverse, it could be that we have a child that needed all of our attention, and we gave all the attention to the child, perhaps, instead of ourselves. But when the Empress is in reverse, there's that self-nurturing thing that is going to happen within us, that we need clarity, we need time, we need to go internally to take care of us. That's exactly the way they're putting it to me. Take care of us, and have gratitude that we're here, still standing, in order to move forward and do these things, and make it forward, and have that expectancy about the wonderful things that are coming forward in our lives, kind of like clearing away all the garbage, life's mess, life's debris. And the reason I'm saying that is because the first card that I pulled was the Ten of Swords. And obviously that card does not look like fun, Leo, but it's in reverse. And when it's in the upright position, it shows that we've learned the lessons. If it's upright, we've made the choice. We got the divorce. We got the new job. We cleared up our past. We cut the ties with anything that no longer served us or um, kept us out of our integrity. We have clearly cut them, and a 10 is a 1. It's like we did it and we moved on. But this is in reverse, and it's a card of decisions about making those clear cuts with things that no longer serve us. And how do we make a clear cut with things that no longer serve us if we have no clarity? Which is that what they're talking about, that inspiration, that movement within ourselves. So whether this is relationship issues, job issues, any type of thing that is time for us to move forward with this Ten of Swords in reverse, we are obviously sitting on our laurels and not making that clear-cut decision. And that steps us out of our integrity. So when we make to start on this new path, versus keeping things in the status quo where they become stagnant, we need to make the decisions that nurture ourselves and benefit ourselves and help ourselves to move forward, not just physically but spiritually also. So if there's something, and it feels like everyone's situation obviously is different, but if there's something in front of us that we feel needs to be straightened up, or an action that needs to be taken, this is the time to do it, because the next card here, and while doing that, be grateful and stay in our integrity, because the next card is the Ace of Wands, and it's upright, and that's a fresh new beginning, financially, work, career, anything along those lines, new relationships, and Aces of One. Once again, we have this 10 in reverse. It's about a decision that we haven't made. But if we go within, nurture ourselves, take care of ourselves, with the Empress in reverse and this Moon card in reverse, that decision is going to move us forward. So keeping everything above board, looking within, stating our case, moving forward, making the decisions that benefit us, and moving forward in our integrity is obviously, whether it's career, relation, whatever, is going to be to our best benefit. Because these are things that we're thinking of. If they're all 12th house issues, it's something that's under the current, something that we're not projecting into the world, but that we know as a truth. So if we nurture ourselves, pay attention to what our needs are and things like that, we obviously can pay attention to the right action for us. And the next card here is the Three of Pentacles, and I always think of this as the workman or the craftsman card, where people are looking towards this person that really knows their stuff and their job, and either they're going to hire them, or maybe they're getting some knowledge from them, or whatever. But right now, Leo, this card's in reverse. So what's that's telling me is I may not be taking the steps forward that I feel I need to take to acquire, like, update my marketable skills. Or maybe if this is a relationship, update me, however it's coming down for each individual. It's a card of taking the time to evaluate, taking the time to upgrade, you know, whatever it is that we're doing in our life. And during that time, no negative thinking, no stirring up trouble for ourselves. Just, how do I want to put it? Overcome any uh, insensitivity to the things that are going on around us, you know, and evaluate it internally, is what they're saying, you know, and be grateful for the inspiration. If I need to bring something to fruition and I need a couple other skills in order to do it, I'm going to do it. I'm going to brush it up, you know. I'm going to take those steps. I'm going to make the decision and choices that are right for me, you know, and I'm moving forward because we have these two ones here, and I'm going to put this Empress card in the upright position where I'm standing in my power, standing in my authority, and valuing myself, as I took a look inside versus nurturing everybody else, decided I'm going to nurture me and figure out what it is that I need for me at this particular time. And like I said, you know, none of this is about negativity. It's about decision processes for us. And who knows the decision processes better than us in that 12th house? Everything that we know inside of ourselves. So kind of like reevaluation time, you know, what is it I need for a forward motion? What is it that gets me my safety, my security, that kind of stuff is where most of July is going to be spent. But I feel Leos are loyal people. They're very powerful. They're very strong people. And when they make a decision, they don't back off. So as far as that goes, when we make our decision, there won't be any backing off. We'll be standing expectant and in our integrity and moving forward. Let's see what the angels have to say in here for us. And they said, oh, guess what? This is kind of funny. It kind of coughs it all up with the whole reading. The card's assertiveness. Can I clear off of there? Okay, that's a beautiful card. She's just pulling it right, moving forward, isn't she? And what it says is this situation can be healed gently and with love, as you've requested. Yet there's also a need for your strength and your truthfulness with the other people involved. We will stand right behind you as you speak your truth, giving you strength and guiding your words. Now that's quite interesting, Leo. Good gravy. Looks like it's going to be a fun time at the OK Corral, doesn't it? Let me see what the alternative meanings are for this card. I found out the first time I started reading them that there was alternative meanings after I kept pulling the same card over and over again after I shuffled the deck. And it says, you drew this card because you were asking about a situation where you felt victimized. The angels are saying that the situation can only be rectified if you clearly communicate your needs and your expectations to others. It's possible to both be angelic and assertive if you call upon your angels for courage and guidance whenever you intend to speak your truth. With practice, loving assertiveness can become easier. And the additional meanings are face the situation directly, read a book or take a class on assertiveness training, replace aggressiveness or passive-aggressive behavior with assertiveness, handle conflict with honesty and love, tell the truth to yourself and others. This situation is an opportunity for spiritual and personal growth. Wow, that really sounds interesting, doesn't it? It says, they're saying, be grateful, go within, nurture yourself, make the decision. You need a little bit of a new talent or an upgrade if it's something to do with your work or career and a fresh start, or a relationship and a fresh start. Stay within your integrity. Take that inspiration from self nurturing and going within ourselves. We will be then given that clarity and that sight, the forethought to move forward and do the things, make the decisions and choices that we make that will best benefit us. It's kind of going to be a really interesting month because those are internal, and if it's going with those 12th house issues, it is an excellent time for us to decide exactly what it is we want to give out into the world and what it is we don't. It's kind of like that. Where's your line? You can't find these things out, Leo, unless you go within to find out where your lines are, and where they're being crossed, or what we need to do, honestly, with our own selves in order to make those steps and move forward with that integrity and the expectancy in that state of gratitude with clear sight of what we need to do, for our next steps, because this is a fresh start. It's whatever situation, because these are general readings that are going on in our lives. Applying this will help us to move forward faster and better, and still stand with what is of value to us within ourselves. And I think that's just a wonderful way to go. Well, good luck, Leo. And I want to thank you for all the time that you've spent with me, and for all your likes and shares and subscribes and your comments. They're pretty funny. I really enjoy them, and I appreciate all of them. And as soon as I can, I'm still behind myself, I will catch up with them. So when you get a note from somebody named Frankie, you'll know it was me from probably 2 months ago. Well, Leo, if you want to know more about me, just go to the website, spirits-healing-readings.com, and the link is below, or if you want to schedule a reading with me, all the information is there on that website. And I really thank you for all the time that you've spent with me, and I will hopefully see you in August. Alrighty, bye-bye.